Pará is a remote region of the Amazon, where rampant logging has devoured millions of acres of vast tropical forests. The forest, the river, and the community are inseparable. The people here depend on the woodlands and the waterways for shelter, transportation, and sustenance. Tarcísio Feitosa is deeply rooted here, so much so that he appears to value the survival of the river and its people above all else.
Foram forçadas a sair dos rios.
Since I was 17 years old, I have been working to protect areas to let the Brazilian Indians live in peace. Then we noticed that some traditional local communities were facing the same problems the Indians faced. They did not have their lands protected by any organization or governmental action. These people have no rights and are being abused by society.
Achavam que não eram donos das suas áreas, porque sempre aparecia alguém.
My mother always told me that a society shouldn't live like this, where other people are living in worse conditions than you are.
Porta-voz, o amplificador, o alto-falante.
Tarcísio represents the voice of the people living in the forest, those who had no voice and had no idea how they would get to the public's attention when their rights were not being respected. To do his job, he stands up for those people and fights for them against the big lumber companies and ranchers. So Tarcísio's life is clearly in danger.
From Brasilia, the nation's capital, to the remote towns and villages of Pará, Feitosa and his Trans-Amazon social movement have pressured the government to protect an immense swath of Amazon forest that its inhabitants depend on for their livelihood. The Middle Lands mosaic of reserves that Tarcísio visits regularly and fights vehemently to protect consists of thousands of miles of national parks, extractive reserves, and indigenous lands. Feitosa has managed to mobilize his constituency and enact some significant legislation. But his success has come at a cost. The government dramatically increased the Middle Lands conservation areas after Tarcísio's close friend, Sister Dorothy Stang, an American nun, was murdered, allegedly by gunmen hired by logging interests. At the memorial gathering that marked the one-year anniversary of her death, a cross was erected for each person killed in the struggle to protect the forest at Pará.
Existe aqui. Aqui é a lei do mais forte.
Somehow, these events can help me to feel better because every time one of us goes down, 10 more, 100 more, 200 more people show up and embrace our cause. After losing many friends, and my friend Sister Dorothy, who worked closely with us, we still continue to work together to preserve life.
Isso me deixou preocupada por pensar no Tarcísio.
To be here today is very difficult. I'm sad and very worried as well. My husband's name is on a red cross, which means he's one of those whose lives have been threatened. We have 2 kids, and I wondered how they would feel about this. That is why we brought them here today, for them to see what it is all about and what could happen in the future.
Eu trouxe minha família para ver também.
I'm here to fight for my kids as well. I think a lot about the future of my children, and I want to leave a better world for them. A good world where they can live in harmony with nature, where there are no killings, a world where justice will prevail.
For outstanding environmental achievement in South and Central America, the 2006 Goldman Environmental Prize is awarded to Tarcísio Feitosa da Silva, Altamira, Brazil.